P. Diddy's legal team has launched an aggressive push to dismiss all federal charges against him, claiming gross violations of his rights by government authorities. The motion, spanning 31 pages, details alleged misconduct by prosecutors, including accusations of spying on Diddy while he is detained at the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, in Brooklyn. The defense asserts that these actions have undermined Diddy's ability to work effectively with his attorneys, jeopardizing his right to a fair trial. The controversy stems from a series of events that occurred between October 28th and November 1st, when authorities conducted a search of Diddy's jail cell. According to his legal team, handwritten notes containing privileged information about his defense strategy were seized during the search. These notes reportedly included trial plans, witness lists, and attorney-client communications. Although a federal judge has ordered that these documents cannot be used in the case, the defense argues that the prosecution may still have gained insights that could unfairly influence their investigation. In the motion, the defense describes the government's actions as unconstitutional tactics, accusing them of exploiting Diddy's detention to spy on him and invade confidential communications. Central to their claims is the role of an individual referred to as Investigator 1, who allegedly conducted the search and shared the seized notes with prosecutors. While the prosecution insists that the search was part of a routine inspection planned before Diddy's incarceration, his lawyers argue that it was a deliberate effort to access privileged information. The motion also emphasizes violations of Diddy's constitutional rights under the Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendments. The Fourth Amendment claim focuses on what the defense describes as unlawful and warrantless searches. They further allege that prosecutors knowingly exploited the privileged nature of the seized notes, violating Diddy's Sixth Amendment rights. The Fifth Amendment argument revolves around due process, with the defense asserting that these combined violations constitute outrageous government misconduct. One of the defense's primary concerns is that the prosecution may have used information gleaned from the seized notes to develop new leads or gather additional evidence. This, they argue, falls under the fruit of the poisonous tree doctrine, which prohibits the use of evidence derived from unconstitutional actions. The defense also warns that without court intervention, such violations could happen again, further compromising Diddy's ability to defend himself. To address these issues, the defense is requesting several measures, including a hearing to investigate the alleged violations and the appointment of a special master, an independent authority who would oversee the handling of privileged materials in the future. They are also calling for the disqualification of any prosecutors who may have been exposed to the seized notes and ultimately for the dismissal of the entire indictment. Legal experts are divided on the potential outcomes. While a complete dismissal of the charges is considered unlikely, the possibility of prosecutors or investigators being removed from the case is more realistic. Such a move would require the government to assemble a new team of prosecutors, potentially delaying the trial, which is currently scheduled for May. The defense also highlights the challenges of preparing for trial while Diddy remains incarcerated. They argue that his detention severely restricts his ability to review evidence and consult with his attorneys, placing him at a significant disadvantage. This issue adds another layer of complexity to an already high-stakes case. As the court reviews the motion, the stakes are enormous for both sides. Diddy has pleaded not guilty to all charges, which include racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Whether the defense's arguments will lead to significant legal repercussions for the prosecution, or even a dismissal of charges, remains to be seen. For now, Diddy continues to fight for his freedom, his reputation, and his future as the legal battle unfolds.